I'll introduce you to a strategy which has been tried and tested by many people, including myself, over the past 8 years. Finally, we'll move on to the third section, which I've called Harness Your Habits. Here we'll look at 2 more positive strategies you can use to break your unhelpful emotional responses, and then take better control over your runaway feelings. I've recorded 3 exercises to help you. First, calm your anger. Then there's an instant relaxation and a creative visualization. So why do we need emotional confidence? Taking on the challenge of giving yourself emotional confidence may be the hardest kind of personal development work you may ever have to do. So I'd like to start by reminding you of just 5 amongst many good reasons why it is worth persevering with this challenge. Firstly, you will have increased self-respect and self-esteem because your feelings will not be making you act against your values. Secondly, you'll be able to sustain your motivation for longer because you'll be able to readily kindle positive feelings, which will keep you excited about your goals, and you'll be able to control negative feelings from intruding on your progress when you meet setbacks. Thirdly, you'll find that you can take more risks and enjoy the thrills and rewards of the challenge. This is because you'll be able to think sensibly through consequences without being hampered by your emotions. And also, you'll be feeling more confident because you'll know how to repair yourself should you get hurt, or be disappointed, or make a mistake. Fourthly, you'll have increased your chances of having the relationships you want and need, because you'll be able to manage the fear that often accompanies making that first approach to people you want to get to know, and you'll be able to keep your love and compassion under your own control. You'll also have the skill to keep your cool should you have any disagreement, and of course, you won't let guilt hold you back from ending a relationship if it's no longer meeting your needs. Finally, you'll be able to have much more fun in your life. Emotional confidence gives us the freedom to be much more spontaneous. We can give our excitement and our humour a free rein because we know that we can harness them again when we need to settle down and become serious. The next step you need in order to strengthen your emotional confidence is to tame your temperament. You can do this by acquiring background knowledge and understanding of how your emotions work, and also learning the appropriate skills which enable us to control our feelings. Let's start by clarifying what an emotion actually is. In short, it's a set sequence of responses in both our body and our mind. These responses are ones which are automatically triggered into action by our brains when our senses notice that something relevant to our well-being is occurring. So the essential function of our feelings is to get us into some kind of action. Interestingly, the reason which evolutionists have given for the origin of emotion is that as animals grew in sophistication, their young needed a longer period of parenting to safeguard their survival. Emotions therefore developed to help bond the mother and her children so that the young would be less likely to be abandoned until they were fully capable of surviving by themselves. But of course, emotions can do much more for us than ensure that we get protective bonding with our parents. They play a crucial role in motivating us to take the actions which will be beneficial to our own well-being and the survival of the human race. As our human world has grown in complexity and population, they've in fact become essential aids to helping us make choices and maintain the relationships we need to support us. Just think how much more difficult it would be to choose your friends, not to mention a partner or a career,